This luxurious activated charcoal soap is already so special because it is handmade, made out of 100% natural ingredients, free from toxins and other allergens that are usually found in the store-bought soap. But this personalized golden mica stamp makes it extra special. So if you're looking for a luxurious skin nourishing soap that detoxifies while leaving your skin soft and hydrated, look no further. This is the video for you. Because this soap is perfect for clearing up acne, detoxing and soothing skin that is irritated from allergy or inflammation. So if you're interested in making handmade healthy soaps and cosmetics, do subscribe to our channel. Because on our channel you will not only find recipes of healthy, toxin-free face serums and soaps, you will also find ideas on how to personalize them to make customized, thoughtful gifts. Assalamualaikum wonderful people. So before sharing with you on how to make this awesome soap, we have to take some precautions. Because soap is made out of a highly skin irritating material called sodium hydroxide or lye, which if touches your skin or eyes would burn it. So wear elbow length gloves and some goggles. Otherwise, as you can see, I got this burn on my arm about 10 years ago while making soap. And I don't want this to happen to you. So please wear elbow length gloves. And I'll share the links on where to buy these elbow length gloves and other ingredients that I'm using to make this soap in the description box below. Also, for making soaps, you need to have a precise measuring scale. Because measurements are not done in spoons or cupfuls. You need to have precise measurements. So as you have seen, I have already measured my lye or sodium hydroxide and now I am measuring my distilled water. Please use distilled water. Do not use tap water because tap water already has some other salts and chlorine in it, which might affect the curing time and texture of your soap. So next step is the most important step in soap making, mixing your lye into your water. Never pour your water on your lye because it will explode. Remember it, because pouring lye on water looks like a snowfall. You are making a snowfall by making soap. So make this lye solution in an open area because this solution will heat up and we need it to cool down to room temperature before we mix it with our other oils. So in an open airy area, mix it well till there are no lumps and then set it aside to let it cool down. So when you will prepare your lye solution, it will be very hot. Just make sure there are no lumps or undissolved sodium hydroxide crystals in your water. So in our oils, first of all, you'll use shea butter. Shea butter is a skincare superstar because it is rich in vitamins A and E, which help with skin regeneration and have anti-inflammatory properties. It leaves your skin soft, smooth and nourished, especially if you are suffering from any inflammation like eczema or allergy. Anyway, as you can see, the shea butter is in a solid form. And now we're gonna mix coconut oil in it. And we need all our oils in the same temperature and liquid state. And I'm using extra virgin coconut oil because extra virgin coconut oil is antibacterial, antifungal, deeply hydrating. It helps to create a lovely creamy lather and keeps your skin healthy and balanced. Next, I'm measuring out chemical-free virgin castor oil because castor oil adds a wonderful richness to the soap, giving it a thick lather. Also, it has cleansing properties and makes it great for removing excess oils and dirt from your skin. Plus, it gives the soap a beautiful soft texture. Next, I'm using extra virgin olive oil. Let me know any soap in the market that uses extra virgin olive oil in their soaps. I bet you cannot name even a single brand like that because the people in the market are concerned with their profits. They will not use such expensive ingredients because they don't care about the health of your skin. And olive oil is a fantastic moisturizer because it is full of antioxidants and vitamins and it is gentle on skin and perfect for people with sensitive or dry skin. Anyway, we need all of our oils at the same temperature and in a liquid state, but they should not be smoking. You should not burn your oils. You can microwave them or you can heat them up on a double boiler on a stove. So while our heated oils cool down, we will measure out our essential oils. So this is tea tree essential oil that I'm using because tea tree essential oil is a powerhouse. It is good for fighting acne and because of its antibacterial properties, it is also anti-inflammatory and it can help reduce the redness and swelling. Next, I'm using eucalyptus essential oil which also has antimicrobial properties. It is refreshing and it soothes your irritated skin and leaves your skin feeling cool and refreshed. Just measure them and keep them aside. We'll not add them to our hot oils because the heat will destroy the actives in the essential oils. So mix up the oils that we have heated up and made them liquid. You can see the temperature of the oils is 50 degrees Celsius. We have to let them cool down till 37 degrees Celsius or even lesser. Next, we are adding the activated charcoal, the miracle ingredient for detoxifying the skin, because it draws out impurities, dirt and oils, making this soap ideal for acne prone and oily skin. So just mix up the activated charcoal with the spatula and you can see the temperature has fallen to 37 degree Celsius or 98 degree Fahrenheit. So this is the temperature at which we can add our lye, and you can see I am using a spoon. I am pouring the lye on the spoon so that it does not splatter, and I am mixing it with the spoon only. We did not use hand blender yet. And since the temperature now is less than 38 degrees Celsius, we can add our essential oils. The actives will not be destroyed at this temperature. And now this next ingredient, sodium lactate, is totally optional. I am adding it because it helps to harden the soap bar. Because of the olive oil we use, the soap bar will be very soft. So with this, it will be hardened up a bit. And now you can use hand blender to mix it, and you have to mix it till the trace forms. What is a trace? If you lift your hand blender like this, a trace should be formed. It is like a pudding like consistency which does not dissolve into rest of the liquid. This is called a trace. So if you can trace out your name on the soap batter, it means your soap batter is ready. Once the trace is formed, now your soap batter is ready to be poured into the mold. Now if you spray your mold with some isopropyl alcohol, the soap bar will be easier to take out once it's solidified. So pour your soap batter into the container and make sure there are no bubbles. If you can see any bubbles, you just have to spray them with the isopropyl alcohol. I have no bubbles in my soap batter, isn't it? Just notice the consistency of this batter. And you can see, if I want, I can trace out some patterns on the top also because of the consistency of my soap batter. Anyway, this is totally optional. If you want, you can leave out the surface as such and you can leave it to solidify for about 1 day. Then you can cut out bars. Anyway, what I did in the same recipe, instead of adding activated charcoal, I added some golden mica powder in this tube heart mold, and I made this tube heart soap. Basically, this I am putting on the top. So for decoration, this is optional. This is not compulsory because I like my soaps to be not only healthy, they should also look beautiful, isn't it? Now, just to make it beautiful, I am mixing up some mica in some isopropyl alcohol, and this I will pour into my spray bottle, and I'll spray a golden spray on the top of my soap. So as you can see, this is the final look of my soap. What do you say? Comment in the section below. Do you like it, or do you like your soap without any mica powder or sprays on it? Anyway, once done, leave your soap for 24 hours and then you can unmold it. As you can see, this is our unmolded soap, and then we can cut it into bars. But do not use the soap bars right away. We have to leave it for at least 15 days or a month to cure. Curing time means the soap will be properly sponified, which means the oils will be completely attached to the lye. And if you don't let this curing time, your soap bar will be very soft and it will dissolve in water right away. And I am sharing all these tips and tricks with you so that your soap bar comes out to be perfect. Anyway, I like to further customize my soap bars as per the requirement of the customer. So this is the same mica powder that we dissolved in the isopropyl alcohol and sprayed on the top of the soap, isn't it? Now I am putting my stamp in this mica powder, and this stamp I stamp on the soap, and you can see a beautiful love you stamp has been done on the soap, and it looks wonderful. You can put any stamp like happy birthday or the name of anyone that you want to give this soap to. It is so thoughtful. Anyway, if you want to buy this soap from us, you can give us a call, and if you make it yourself and you face any difficulties, do let me know in the comment section below. Take care till you meet next time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.